A Valley family really living a nightmare they never imagined. They're mourning the loss of their mother, who just died. Then when they go to get her remains have vanished.
The circumstance that they find themselves in is so very rare, it's left many really just speechless. 12 News journalist Sean Rice is here to explain what happened. And Sean, the word nightmare really just doesn't even give this justice.
You're absolutely right, Troy and Caribe. Barbara Hall's two sons and her daughter are at a complete loss for words, trying to understand how a person they do not know could walk away with her cremated remains. The two owners of this East Mesa funeral home that allowed this to happen are just as confused as her family members. They're asking themselves what someone could possibly want to do with Barbara Hall.
If anyone who knew her knew she was a kind, sweet woman that we can't imagine anybody wanting to do something like this.
Barbara Hall.
Everybody loved her.
Beloved by many. On November 6th, she passed, leaving behind a large family.
Is this really happening? We just lost our mom. And now this, I don't know what to think.
Her son, Bo, sought out Sunflower Cremation and Burial in East Mesa to convert her remains into ashes, signing an agreement with the business that only allowed one person to pick them up when finished.
The person that had power of attorney specifically was my brother.
But when his brother and sister showed up to pick Barbara up late last week, the reply from a worker left them in complete shock.
The employee working there told her that a family member had been in earlier that week to pick up the remains, and it was at that point she called us to see if we had anything to do with picking up her remains, and we basically told her no, we hadn't been down there.
Who picked up Barbara Hall's remains? Sunflower pulled their surveillance video provided to 12 News from the day the remains were picked up, December 1st. It shows a man arrive a little before 9:20 that morning, be allowed inside, and then speak to a Sunflower employee.
What did they tell you this person said?
They said that the person asked for my mom by name and had detailed information that we didn't share with a lot of people.
Bo says the family did make a Facebook post announcing their mom's funeral service date. This unknown man knew that date. But a Sunflower co-owner tells 12 News the employee who spoke to this person failed to ask for identification or require a signature, a decision they regret and one they are trying to make right.
I would know if, and again, my relatives would know if that was somebody that we knew, and then he proceeds to walk out and just into his car after he has the remains. But from there, we don't know anything.
The video shows the man walk out of the business, ashes in arm, calmly walk to a white Mercedes SUV, place them in the front seat, and drive away.
That's my mom. That's the only thing I have left of her, and just to see him take them like that and put them in his car, it just feels just wrong.
Sunflower is now offering a $1,000 reward to anyone who can identify who this man is. Their investigation to this point revealing someone has Barbara Hall's ashes who should not. The message from her son bring this time of heartache to a close.
I just want her back, and I hope that if they hear this message that they'll do the right thing and return my mom's remains to us.
Just unbelievable. Barbara's family has contacted Mesa Police. Mesa Police tell me an officer has taken a report. They tell me that officer is currently working to interview everyone involved. They say if you recognize that man in the video, you're urged to contact them or Sunflower Cremation and Burial. Back to you guys.
Yeah, this is beyond bizarre. Okay, so that video of the man who nobody recognizes is clear as day. I mean, if anybody knows who that is, they should recognize him right away. And nobody in that family has any idea who he is.
They're all left with so many questions, not a lot of answers. They don't recognize that person. They have never interacted with him in their life. Again, he's giving details to this employee that are not public details. Besides a Facebook post that was only shared amongst a few people, non-public Facebook post about a funeral service date, he's forthcoming with that. He mentioned that there was pieces of the box where the ashes were in that his, quote, sister had picked out. So he's acting as if he's a member of the family, and it's just incredibly bizarre, as you mentioned.
Yeah, okay, so there's surveillance video of the vehicle, that white Mercedes. Were they able to get a license plate number or something, anything to identify the vehicle to the man?
Yeah, the family has not at this point. They've tried to, solicit technological experts to this point. They have yet to be able to. They hope Mesa Police has the technology to do so. One thing they hope this officer and detectives can do is see City of Mesa traffic cameras. They have access to those, you would think, to see the route in which he traveled after leaving that business. Hopefully they can track him down, maybe pick up a plate from that.
And this would be a theft? I mean, just,
We don't know if this is a crime.
What kind of a
I don't
crime
know
is
if anybody's ever ran into a situation like this to determine if this is a crime. Usually, to determine whether something is theft, you have to steal something of monetary value. We don't know if Barbara Hall's ashes are considered monetary value. I think every member of her family would tell you they mean way more to her than anything of monetary value. It's just terrible.
For sure. All right.
Yeah, with that video, I bet somebody comes forward.
Yeah,
and
I think
recognizes
so. Yeah,
that
it's very
man. All right.
clear.
It's
All right,
very
Sean,
interesting,
thank
Sean.
you.
Yeah.